how does your day as a therapist or a mental health professional look like, right? So, what all goes into it?
For me, from what I understood, is that probably 3 to 4 sessions are my limit. I start probably by 12 or 1 in the day, and I end my day probably in most days by 8, 8:30. Right? So that's the kind of time period that I work mostly with, like with sessions and with probably notes, keeping up with notes or taking breaks between sessions. That's the kind of structure that I follow. Before 12, there's my routine starts with, and I've tried my best to include this, is that start my day with yoga, and let's say possibly prepare myself for the day, have breakfast, and then start my before I start my sessions, there's some time between me going into sessions and my breakfast. Is that time that I just catch up with the work that I am intending to do for the day. There are other things as well that I want to look into, more probably be updated with what I have to do for the day in terms of any particular cases. And that's the kind of routine that I've, let's say, tried to establish after a long time. I wouldn't say it was very easy in the start. At the start, it felt like, okay, just go ahead with it and start doing it. But with time, you do understand that consciously, unconsciously, it does take a toll on you as a person.
Mm,
And you definitely need to create those practices in between that help you take care of yourself better.
mm.